I'm joined here by Mr. Rajinikanth, father of Gukesh. Rajinikanth, last interview I did was in 2017 with you. Gukesh was at that point 2300 rated, 2350, and now he's 2725. So it's been a crazy few years. But firstly, Olympiad bronze, also crossing 2700. Getting a gold medal on board one. How does all of that feel?
It's like a dream only. Actually, he was doing well for the last 6 months, but this Olympiad performance was beyond any expectations. But he was in good form, so maybe he was confident enough to do that. Not only the Olympiad, the previous tournaments also, like since April he has been he's been doing his games, everything was very good, so very happy actually.
So do you think, since he has become a GM when he was 12, that all of this is going as per plan, or do you think all the time you have to pinch yourself and say, oh my god, this is going too quickly? What is your feeling?
Every time when he completed IEM, we were thinking next we should make the GM things in 2-3 years or something like that. But he did it in 9 months or 10 months. He became from IEM to GM. Then we thought, now he has to take rest and then move to the next level. But we wanted to play all the time, so we just continued with there is no break or something. And pandemic forcefully gave him a break, so 1 year. So before that we never stopped. After GM also he was playing continuously in spite of all the people were telling he should take a break and then he should play something like that. But he was happy to play and I was also taking it. The pandemic gave a forced break, which I think it's a blessing in disguise actually. So he had no other things to do than to work and focus on his weaknesses, all those things. So his coaching staff had to work something different to move to the next level. So all those 1 year of homestay he utilized it, and now after the pandemic finish and he started playing again, he's enjoying and he's giving his best. So let's see.
One thing that Gukesh is known for is these back-to-back events, which I think very few or maybe no one almost in the chess world does. Plays nearly 250 games in a year sometimes. How is it possible? I mean, most of the players get tired. Most of the parents also get tired.
I heard about this also, and I get a lot of surprising statements from other players also. How does he play? How does he manage? We never thought about like this. It's like that we were not trained to come to chess. We don't know about anything about the, so it's better, no? Ignorance. If you don't know about anything, so you just start some new path. I don't know anything about the chess. We started playing chess, and for me, I thought he has to play to improve. So by sitting at home, he's not going to improve. That's what I was thinking. Maybe I am wrong or something. I don't know. Professionally, I don't know. So as there are good tournaments, one of the good tournaments is there. I'll just check the calendar. If there is good tournament, I'll have to go. I don't see how long he has rested, how long he has trained. And for him, if I leave any month without a tournament, he'll get fussy at home. So he will be nagging me, when is my next tournament, when I am traveling. When he is so fussy, why should I make him sit at home? So that is my plan. And another major thing was because of financial these things, I always plan if I am going to Europe, I should at least make use of that flight ticket that I am going. At least play 3-4 tournaments. Not one tournament I have to spend some 1.5 lakhs, 2 lakhs for up and down to flight tickets for me as well as for people. So if I am spending 2 lakhs for one Europe trip, I want at least 3-4 tournaments minimum. So this is how it happens. But after pandemic, since he missed out on a lot of time. So when we got an opportunity to the World Cup, when I started for Europe, I just booked one-way ticket with no intention of planning about the return and see whatever happens like that. With the restrictions, we never know where we'll get locked up, when we'll be kicked out or something. So we just played for almost 4.5 months continuously, some 13-14 tournaments in a stretch. That was that was the time both me and Gukesh felt okay, we are overdoing it a bit, because at the end of that stretch he started feeling that fatigue.
When was this exactly?
Actually, I booked a return ticket to India 3 times, cancelled, rescheduled, because first I thought I'll return from Portugal events. Then invitation happened from European Club Cup. So I had to extend my trip. After European Club Cup, one organizer called from Bulgaria. So I again rescheduled my flight, went to Bulgaria. And from there, the sprint tournaments happened in Armenia. I saw the list is too good, so I couldn't resist. But still I was thinking, no, it's already too much, so I wanted to go home. But exactly when I just booked the flight ticket to India, next day morning I got a mail from FIDE that he is given wild card for Grand Swiss. And the cases in Chennai was like increasing. At the time I was afraid if I come back from Europe to India and to go back, there may be restrictions, I may not go to Grand Swiss, so I was worried. So I wanted to prolong, so I went to Armenia. So from Armenia to Swiss, that was. So these 3 tournaments extended. That last, maybe that was that decision should have been avoided, because Armenia he was really tired. He couldn't.
Didn't he also play this CSL along with it online?
That is not, no. We cannot resist. That is the urge that either I have to take the decision or he should tell me stop us. Both are like impulsive. We just want. If there is a good tournament, we want to.
You both are very ambitious in that sense.
Okay, I don't mean ambitious. If I see a good tournament and opportunity, I cannot resist. And he is also like that. If he sees the list and if there is some good strong field, then he wants to play that. We don't know the other things. We don't consider the other things. Maybe that Armenian thing, actually without energy he played, and that was the first time he was losing some points. Then from there we went to Grand Swiss, completely exhausted. But still he maintained his own. He didn't perform to what he is capable, but still he maintained his level there. So after coming, then that was one.
This was all in 2021.
Yeah, last year after that.
And you spoke about the financial part, that it was always on your mind, and that's why you would plan multiple trips in one flight ticket. So you yourself are a doctor, your wife is also a doctor. Were finances a big issue? Because I have heard and I have also got to know that there were times when you guys slept at the airport.
Yeah, because okay, it might look it might look like we are both doctors, so we should be well off or something. It's not like that, no. Not all doctors are like corporate setup or something. And even in corporate setups, doctors are not the ones who are making money. So this is the fact. But many of them, if there are 10 doctors, maybe 1 or 2 are well off. Others are all like any middle class group. They are struggling hard. And if you take in our family, both are doctors. But when do I get time to go to the hospital to earn? Right? So I get paid if I go to the hospital. Nobody is going to pay me for free.
So you are on the payroll of the hospital only when you get paid, only when you go. It's not like you have a permanent sort of a job.
In this day, who will give you free salary? No, you need to work. You can't earn some free money or something like that. But anyhow, I had my own setups before Gukesh started chess. So I was not bothered. And actually, I was not interested in government setups. So my wife is a government doctor, so she cannot take leave or she has to go through the setup. And I used to be always a private practitioner, so I had my 2 individual clinics, and I was going for consultations on 10 to 12 hospitals in and around Chennai. So this was before Gukesh started. So once Gukesh started and slowly progressing, I shut down my clinic because I wanted to spend more time with him.
When was this? When did you shut down? What was his rating?
He started chess in 2013. So till 2015 I was managing everything. I was going for clinic, I was helping with him, and I'll see to that I will take him to the tournaments in the weekend. So after Friday I'll take leave from Saturday, Sunday, then I'll go. This is because most of the tournaments he played in Chennai, in Tamil Nadu only, so we didn't have. I'll finish my clinic around 10-11 o'clock in the night on Friday night, come home, put him in the car back seat and make him sleep, and I'll drive the whole night to reach the interior parts of Tamil Nadu where the rating tournaments happen, 3-4 days rating tournaments. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday and finish, and then put him in the car again, come back next day morning, I'll go to my hospital. So this was the setup for almost 2 years or something. But once he started improving, means we have to travel to India on the bigger tournaments, which was taking 1 week, 10 days time. So I thought I cannot do justice to my patients, so who will be coming and waiting and I won't be there or something. So I thought, okay, I'll shut down my clinic instead.
That must have been a tough decision.
Very tough decision. I was feeling very bad about it, but anyhow, but something has to be done. So my wife cannot quit because she is in government, so she cannot take leave as I can. I am my own boss, but she is not like that. So then I thought, okay, I'll just go for consultations. So but I was already in a private hospital where I was a visiting consultant. It's like if I go there, it's like pay per day basis. If I visit, I'll get paid something like that. So then I was going for consultations in another, as I told, around 10 to 12 hospitals. I just stopped everything and I asked my friends and colleagues to take care of those things. Only this hospital, which was major hospital, which I was going and doing surgeries, I used to go there. Until date, they are keeping me in that employees thing because I don't know, it's a huge support and they are very generous with me. So sometimes I'm just like last year I was out of the country for 4 months, but I thought I was really thinking they will not allow me this time. When I went there, they were as usual. They thought, okay.
Which hospital is this?
This is in Chennai, it's Stratford Hospital. It's a Murugappa group. So they have always been understanding and they know that I am going for that son. So whenever I am there, I just go and I'll put my attendance and I'll do the work and they'll pay me on those days I was patient. So you can count my salary as nothing, but why I am keeping going on to hospital is I can't leave my profession. It is a very difficult thing for me. I cannot be out of. Okay, when I am going for chess, I am sitting quiet, but at least I should keep remembering myself. I am also a doctor or something, so I need to keep. Other things where there is huge responsibility on me, I cut down on those things because I can't do justice for both me and for my patients. But here, visiting consultant, we have a department. We have 4 or 5 doctors are in our department. So even if I am not there, others are going to take care of it. It doesn't affect much for the patient care. We are managing.
So being Gukesh's manager is also like a full-time profession for you, right?
The last 2 years I am facing the heat. Before that I never bothered. But the last 2 years have been very difficult, but okay. Now I am getting used to what things I should concentrate, right? What things I should not much fret about or something. Especially this handling his social media and all those things and all this unnecessary stuff. So I have to see to that he doesn't get bothered or something. That's not a big problem. We have managed so many other things. This is not a big issue, but anyhow, it's thrilling. Let me enjoy that.
You also feel excited with this journey.
Definitely. Whatever I am seeing, whatever is being written, whatever is being done, all those things. The new thing, okay, sometimes insulting, sometimes appreciative, all those things. Just take it as a routine. We read newspapers. We don't take anything as personal, right? Similarly, just read, laugh around, and move on to the next news. That's it.
Amazing. And this entire thing about social media and that you were talking about, I think Gukesh is very least interested in these things.
He is least interested in everything except for chess. So you ask anything, he will not be interested apart from chess. Okay. But he is curious to know what's happening. So I'll like a highlights of a cricket match. I'll filter out things and I'll show him what is interesting, what interests him actually. The rest of the stuff I just see to that he doesn't go through it.
As a parent and as a doctor, you yourself would have put a lot of emphasis on your academics and studies, and you became a doctor, your wife as well. How easy was it for you to make Gukesh give less importance to his academics, and what is your take on that?
I don't know, maybe it was like even in my school days and my college days, I was an active sportsman. I used to be a cricket player for the zonal university. Even I went for state selection, all those things. When I was in my schools, all those things. But okay, even though I was very keen and I used to play for even the medical university also, even after Gukesh was born. So this was the thing. But
and now you are also rated player.
We leave about chess. That is for fun. Chess is not serious, but for me, cricket is very. So I was very fond of cricket. But I was, as usual, any South Indian parent or for that matter Indian parents, they prefer their kids to be like academically, they should be inclined or something. So my parents are no exception. they wanted to put more emphasis on studies, so, which actually, though my interest was in cricket, I was concentrating on studies and I became a doctor. Once you become a doctor, it's not easy to find time for your passion or hobbies or anything. You will be more, unless otherwise you are Dr. Raghavi, then you can be a doctor and a postgraduate as well as a women international master. She is great, but I can't do so much multitasking. So I had to lose, which sometimes during some bad times I feel, okay, why I didn't follow my passion, why I didn't try harder in cricket. This is before Gukesh was born or something. Maybe when Gukesh was showing interest, I thought there should be no pressure for him. Whatever he wants, if he wants to choose academics, let him choose. If he wants to choose sports, let him choose. So once he started showing interest and he was gaining rating, all those things, so he wanted to spend more time on chess. I thought, okay, fine. Free, you just concentrate on chess. We'll see about academics later. So it's not a big decision for me. So from my experience, what I went through, so I don't want my son to go through. So if whatever he wishes, let him. Academics, if at all, if he wants to do, he can do any private exams he can give any time. So if not this year, maybe next year, maybe the next year afterwards. But this is the time when he wants to grasp as much as chess exposure. I don't want to stop.
Isn't this a tough decision? You make it sound so easy. I see a lot of parents out there who say that we also want to support our kid like this, the way you are. But our main issue is that the kid itself is not sure about what he or she wants to do.
That's what I'm saying. The decision has been forced on me, I should take the decision, whether sports or academics for me. It would have backfired. It's not my decision, entirely not my decision, not my wife's decision. The kid has to show interest and it has
How do you trust his decision making? He's after all just a 10-year-old boy or 12, whatever age.
I think parents should be able to judge that. They cannot dream big and they should not force that on the kid. You very well know when the kid is very much, you know the kid's favorite food, right? So you know the kid's favorite cartoon channel or favorite program music. So I think if you can observe carefully, you know where the kid's interest is. Just because another kid is doing well in this particular sport, you cannot make your kid also follow the same thing. If the kid is interested, okay, go all out. The kid is okay, he is interested but not serious enough, then you cannot say, okay, that kid is doing the same thing you should do. It might backfire, all those things. Since I have seen both sides, I have been in academic and I have been in sports, I thought, okay, which I was maybe equally strong enough in both, and I didn't have a stronger passion in one thing more than the other. So I was equally interested in academics and sports. But for him, I could see, he was like, whenever he sees chessboard and chess books and chess training, he gives his heart out. But when it comes to academics, I have to sit with him, or my wife has to sit with him. He needs assistance there, but for chess, no need for any assistance. So he does on it. That shows that where his heart is. Why should I stop? Let him play. So I never involved in his chess.
This chess came to him naturally, yes? Or do you think the first coach imbibed that love for the game in him? How does this work according to you?
Natural thing, I don't think anything is natural. It's all like once you get interested, some spark has to be ignited somewhere. I think the credit should go to his school and his first coach for that. So they encouraged him by giving small bribes, like gifts, something like that, some pen.
Who was his first coach?
First coach was V. Bhaskar sir. Actually, in a school that extracurricular activity, Velamal schools. So we put him in this extracurricular activity, the chess class. There Bhaskar was the coach. And he and Venugopal sir, one senior person, is very, very good endgame coach. So he was, all these people are all associated with Vijayanand Chess Academy, who later became Gukesh main coach. But Bhaskar, Venugopal, all those coaches, they used to work for Vijayanand Chess Academy, and they were the one looking after Velamal school's primary school chess starting. So these coaches are used to come. So Bhaskar and Venugopal, they both encourage him with, if they do proper puzzles made in one, they used to give him pen for those who finish first. So he got motivated by these small gifts, and then Bhaskar guided, is very keen and interested, and chess coach know better than parents. So they know which kid is really working, which kid is passionate. I trusted him. So then I didn't know about Vijayanand at that time, though even though he is the academy owner. So I thought, Bhaskar, since you are telling you have seen some spark, I don't know about chess, so you yourself can coach him. So I took to private classes. But he was very good enough after like 1 year after something. When Gukesh got his rating, he started with 1-2 or some rating. So he himself told, I think he needs to go for a higher coaching, and I am not better for him. So I'll better send to my senior Vijayanand. So Vijayanand took care. And Vijayanand to Karthikeyan sir, then Vishnu. So they all passed him. It's like guidance, no? So they told, okay, this is the level up to which I can train. He has to go there, he has to go. Now we ended up to Vishnu sir. So we were happy with Vishnu sir. We never thought about anyone else. Then Vaka happened. So Anand sir called, and such a great chance. Still he is like continuing both with Vaka and Vishnu.
I think with Vishnu it started around 2017.
Yeah.
It's been around 5 years
Now
with
5
him.
years.
And I think one of the things that parents usually grapple with is what trainer to choose, how to choose. But you seem to have it well figured out, and also you trust the trainers a lot.
It's not well figured. I don't have any knowledge or idea about the coaches. That's a good thing. Either you should have an expert knowledge or you should have no knowledge. If you are caught in between, then it's the problem. You will have like half-cooked knowledge is always dangerous. So I admit I am a complete moron in these things. So I don't know anything about the chess, and I don't know anything about coaching things. So whoever has been guiding and it's been working with him, why should change? Why should I change?
So you see the results, and if it's working well, you let it go. If the results are not coming well, then
I have to act.
Then you start.
And there was not a phase there where he was struck or something. So I was comfortable with the coaches. All the previous coaches, they only suggested you have to go there. It's not like I was telling, no, he was not showing progress, I need to move. Or they only told you need to. Then I will put the blame on them only. It's your responsibility to find me the next best coach. They will guide to someone. So Vijayanand, Bhaskar told to Vijayanand, Vijayanand told to Karthikeyan sir. Karthikeyan sir didn't have much time at that time because he was preparing for his GM thing. So he only told, I need some time. So I thought, okay, fine. By that time, Vishnu had a camp in Velamal school. So where all the school top kids were handpicked by their school, and they gave a free camp with Vishnu. And we came to know about Vishnu during that camp. And Gukesh came after the 2 days camp, and he just told me, if possible, can you talk with Vishnu sir, if he can take me. So this was Gukesh. That was the first coach where we took initiative. Before that it was like they were suggesting and I just blindly follow. So you tell me someone, I'll go. So when Gukesh himself asked, can you just talk with him, I spoke through the school management only to Vishnu if he can help with it. And Vishnu, I don't know, he didn't object or anything. He immediately took up. He told, I saw him in the camp, so he is curious. I am ready to help. So then, till then, we are continuing. And Anand sir, when he called, I don't think any sane person can refuse that offer. So it's a big blessing. So we just took it. And Vishnu sir also was very happy with that he is getting the next level. So we are sticking with this.
So I think Vishnu is now more like a mentor and a constant guide.
He is always there to support. Anytime if he wants help, they are more in touch. I don't even know when they are having sessions also. They don't let me know also. Now that Gukesh is little teenager now, he has his own space at home. So I don't know when he is in class. Sometimes we go knock his door to give him food or something, and he will shout, I am in middle of a class. You should tell me, how do I know? So he is managing his own classes. So they are constantly in touch. I don't know when they are working, night or evening or morning. Whenever they both are free, they start their sessions. It's not, this pandemic has changed. Like before, it was like I have to go and drop, so I know when he is having classes. Now with the online thing, pandemic thing, it's happening online. I don't know when he is in class, when he is sleeping.
And one more thing, one aspect of chess career is the finances and the sponsorship. How difficult has this journey been for you, and who are the people who have come forth and eased out his journey here?
Yeah, but just like stages, no? We started in 2013. We were financially okay, comfortable, but with all my earnings and my wife's earnings. Okay, we don't have much family background, but me and my wife have earned sufficient enough to survive. So till 2015 we had no issues, though he was playing and coming, and we could easily manage. And after 2015, when he was going for full day training in chess and big tournaments and abroad travel, then we figured out, okay, my income is top, and whatever savings we had also is exhausted. Only we are running on my wife's income, which is not enough to maintain the family, to go for travel, to maintain this thing. So 2017 to 2019 was very difficult time for us. So we struggled a lot at that time. Actually, we were like keep thinking about okay, so we have to slow down or either take a re-decision or something like that. Maybe this is not working out, or because of financial things he's not getting exposure. Okay, but after IM, main thing was microsense networks, and I was totally grateful to them because we never approached microsense. Okay, we have tried for sponsors, but we always fail. It's the norm. So whenever we go there, they'll tell both are doctors. So then it means why you need financial support. So I don't want to explain the situation to them. Silently leave it there. And to be honest, I was in a family function somewhere, some 200 kilometers from my hometown. I got a call. Can you come today evening? There is a felicitation and we want to give cash award from microsense. I don't know what is microsense by that time. I don't know who called. I never applied or I never tried or anything. I thought okay, we'll go. Then we went there, and then I came to know they are already scouting upcoming talents. They have been doing support to so many talents, not only Gukesh.
Yeah.
So many upcoming, not even grandmasters or international, just 2-0 above, 2-1 above. They just handpick. I don't know how they search talents or something. They were scouting talents and making a group, and they are doing financial support so much. And I came to know all these things after going to the function, and I met Mr. Kailash Nadan, MD of Microsoft. A perfect gentleman. He was like very grateful, and I thought okay, he might have been told by someone. He might not know Gukesh also. By the time I went, he was already know about Gukesh, me, everything. He was telling about us. I was literally surprised. I didn't know about him, but that person is knowing about us, and he was talking, and he has done his homework. He has done his homework and has supported us. Then he gave a cash award. I told this should help you to reach the GM or something, and I don't know. Within 6 months he became a GM. After that financial award, when he became GM, and the same night he called again. He himself called again and told we will arrange a felicitation for him for becoming grandmaster, and I'll try to sponsor. So this is I didn't request, I didn't pressurize him or anything. It all came spontaneously from him. So from there till now, they have been reimbursing part of our expenses. Okay. If that is managed, it's fine. Even if we get part of the expenses covered, it's fine. So 2017, before this microsense, actually I had to take plenty of loans. We had exhausted our plenty of loans. And my friends came to know about it. My batchmates, they felt very bad, and they were literally angry with me without that I
You were taking loans for his chess career.
Yes, I was taking. And we were taking more of loans and all those things. And my friends, when they came to know that I am taking loans instead of even asking for help from them, they were little upset with me. And so without my knowledge, they only started accumulating funds, and they gave. So that was helping till this microsense came for some help. And so once became GM, and okay, our expenses were not that much like what it was before becoming GM.
Because you start getting a bit of conditions as well.
Yeah, at least in 5 tournaments we'll get 2 or 3 tournaments. So 2 tournaments only I was managing expenses. So that was a bit relief. And these 2 tournaments, okay, I was getting partly reimbursed by microsense as well. So okay, I should say my financial struggle was mainly for that 2 years. And okay, people tell you can approach for sponsorship, you can have a luxury. We don't want luxury, we want life to go on. That's it.
But now that Gukesh has reached almost world number 20, and he's...
But he still has the same support. I don't have any other support. So still the microsense is giving part of the reimbursements, whatever expenses. We are managing with my wife. I can say, okay, after the pandemic, I had on reboot in my career because a whole year I was not traveling, and it was a medical emergency global. So I had to go back to the hospital. I was working more. So my income doubled. So that was also adding to the financial strength for us. So that's why I told my struggle was till 2019. Pandemic happened for good or bad. So one thing, Gukesh got rest, I got my income, so which helped in our financial thing. So one, there was no expenses, so we were keeping all those things. So 2021, 22, all those tournaments we played, major sponsor for Gukesh is Gukesh himself. So
His own prize money.
Yeah, whatever tournament prize money. In the pandemic also, online events, he won many events, so he got so much of prize money. So I think he is managing his own expenses now. But Microsense, as they promised, they are still supporting the expenses, part of the expenses they are still supporting. But that's why I didn't ask for any other. We were not looking for good things. We were more concerned about tournaments, invitations. So more than financial, we were planning on those things.
One thing that I see in you is that you don't feel entitled to something. Like you don't say Gukesh is world number 20, someone should come forward. I think you are just too busy with your own journey.
Right, again, my priority is like we have something in mind, so we want to go towards that. First, initially, okay, he wants to become a GM, okay, we were going for GM. So once become GM, what's the next? Okay, next go to the next tier. At that time, we were not financially sound enough to do that, to go for more tournaments. Like every month I cannot go to Europe. It was not, my financial status was not allowing me. So I had to restrict. So whenever I go for 4 or 5 tournaments, something like that. But once this Microsense and whatever he was earning, so all those things was, financial thing was taken care of. Not big problem. Financially we are not that struggling. So if we want more, we can keep trying and look for sponsors. But okay, if that is a absolute necessity, I would have put my efforts there. Rather, I thought I'll put my efforts where his chess moves on. So I want to find good tournaments. I want to spend my energy on where the tournaments are happening, planning those things instead of running behind where the sponsors are there, how to get them. That was not my initial priority. So, and then after the pandemic, when he started slowly growing towards 2600 and above, I was desperately looking for some good invitations, which was not happening. I think, I don't know if any other player has crossed 2700 without playing any invitational tournament.
That's exactly. I have not seen someone.
It's my fault. I don't have. I have to admit, I'm seriously lazy and I am seriously incapable. I don't know. I can't approach the right people for sponsors or right people for tournament exposure. All I know is scroll the calendars, chess calendars, see where the open tournaments are happening in a bunch. No, if I go to Spain, there should be 2 tournaments. If I go to Armenia, there should be 2 tournaments. I mean, I don't want one tournament. So all my mind is like, it's like a group. No, I was just looking at a narrow thing. I don't see the wider things. It's my fault, but I admit it. But this is how it's working for us. So when you go for 3-4 tournaments, he is gaining the same rating if you play one invitational tournament. So it has been working for us. So I don't see people write so many things. He's farming tournaments, he's playing weaker tournaments. Okay, give me the invitation for stronger tournaments, then we'll play. If we don't get what I am supposed to do, you want me to sit at home or sleep or something, I need to play. No? If I don't get invitations, I can't cry about it. I'll play whatever is available. This is my attitude. And I discussed this with Gukesh. I told you are 2600. Are you ready to play this open tournament? He will tell, you have any other good tournament? No, this is the best I found. Then I told, I'll play this. You see if there is good tournament. If nothing is there, I'll play this tournament. So this is how his mentality. Maybe seeing me, he has also trained to that. Either you get the best. If you don't get the best, go to the next best. That's it. That doesn't mean if I don't get the best, I will not play or something. That mentality is never there with me or never there with me. But it's not like we are intentionally avoiding the stronger tournaments and playing only the weaker tournaments. You can't say anything, but this is our situation. If you don't get invited, you can't play. It's as simple as that. So BL happened and he was 27.
I think BL is the strongest he has played until now. Maybe Tata Steel Chess India, but that was Rapid and Blitz.
That was Rapid and Blitz. And his strength is not Rapid and Blitz. It's always classical.
So BL is maybe his...
BL was the first invitation.
First ever invitational event that he played.
One thing happened in 2019.
I think in China,
right? China and GM. That was initiation by Bharat Singh. So it was not from the organizers, because the organizers wanted one Indian GM. He should be young and he should not be more than 25-50 or something. That was their requirement. So Bharat Singh asked me, so if Gukesh wants to play that tournament, he can go with it. So we'll send him. Then I told, okay, this is a new attempt, let me try that. So because all the players were like 2500 to 2550 something. It was a good exposure, but he didn't do well that tournament. But still, it was a good exposure for him. Apart if you call it as an invitation tournament, that was the tournament, but that was not a serious, strong tournament. So this BL was the first invitation, and that was the first close invitation he got, and he was 2700 in that tournament.
Absolutely. And what's next? I think, is there an aim now? Because 2700 is a natural goal to reach. Now that he's 27, 25, do you have any goal in head?
I don't know, because again I am saying this. Now maybe Vishnu and Gukesh are planning. So what tournaments they need to play? Because now Vishnu started telling me, don't go for all the opens like you used to do before. Just be cautious, he was telling. So maybe he senses something. I was still thinking, I was still searching for opens.
Let's go Abu Dhabi, Dubai.
No, I gave entry also. This is me, you know. I just see what, okay, this is now August, so I have to see what is there in August. In September, what are the tournaments? This is how my mind is tuned. This is what my mind works. So Vishnu's, okay, he sensibly told me, cool down, don't look for all the opens now. I told him, okay, then you tell which are the tournaments. Let's see. Now there is not much plan. Now, anyhow, we have some leagues to play, so we'll play those leagues. And this is the first time, okay, I have not gone far ahead. No, usually I have next 3 months calendar. I have already blocked or fixed already. I have in mind what I am going to do. Now, since he played Sharjah, Vishnu told, okay, don't keep on playing all the opens now. Okay, as you told. So now I have kept the slots open. Let's see if some invitation comes, or if I wait too long for invitation, nothing is happening, I'll switch back to the previous mode. Go play. I don't want you to sit at home.
Let's play open events, reach 2800.
I don't mind. If he is doing that, what's the problem? If he can play all the opens comfortably, why should I stop him? If play comfortably, play. Or if there is good tournament, I'm not going to say, no, I don't want this to play. I'm never going to say. Get a good invitation, go and play that.
And what has been the role of his mother?
She is the perfect. She's what feeding both me and Gukesh. No, for almost 5 years she has been feeding me. So like her income was the only thing was running all this time. Okay, now after the pandemic, Gukesh income is more than me and my wife. So he is managing, and maybe we are taking his money, looting his money. But he can't complain anyhow. I am not getting paid for his manager post, so he can't complain. But my wife she was a silent performer in our family. She never comes into the limelight. Nobody knows her. Nobody has seen her also. Mostly.
I managed to do a very small interview with her once.
And you know how much
it was very tough.
It was very tough. She never comes in. She just tries to avoid anything. She never comes out anywhere. So I get to see people, but she doesn't come anywhere. But she has been silently doing all the hard work behind. Managing the finances, managing whatever work pending at home, she has been doing all those things that what I am supposed to do. She has been managing. I'm just traveling, getting the tickets. She has been silently doing, and she's silently suffering as well.
Because she's away from Gukesh and you.
In pandemic, like we were both doctors. We were continuously working in the hospitals, and we were worried we'll bring infection to the family, Gukesh, all that. So we had to forcefully put Gukesh in my parents' place. Me and my wife were constantly going and seeing patients, all those things. So after the pandemic, once the moment it opened, me and Gukesh away for 5 months. So again, like she was not able to spend any time with her son. So whatever time he comes, and Gukesh during tournaments he doesn't even talk too much also with the parents or with whatever family members also. He is completely focused. So it's completely like 5 months now. You are completely out of touch with yourself. I don't imagine any mother can tolerate it. Fathers are like we are rock, no? We don't bother. If you don't talk, I don't talk. I don't mind. But mothers are not like that. But huge credit to her. She can handle that as well. Emotionally, it's very draining for her. She is very upset when we are not there, but she knows why we are not there, so she accepts it.
There is a lot of sacrifices involved.
Yes. Everybody says, okay, I am sacrificing my career. I am actually enjoying. No, I'm not at hospital. If I'm at a hospital, I have to work like anything. No? I have to be constantly stressed in hospital. Here, I don't have any stress. Means okay, he is playing chess. I'm stressed, but this is nothing compared to what we get in what the stress we face in hospitals. So I get a leave. Okay, no pay, but still I get a leave. I am sitting in this hotel, star hotels, and enjoying all the facilities. My wife doesn't get these facilities. She is working still. She is away from us still. She has to manage the household work also. So I think she has been doing most of the efforts. She never comes into the picture. That's it.
But I think one of the things which you have to handle is when Gukesh loses or when things get really tense in the tournament, like let's say here against Uzbekistan when he blundered. These are the tough moments for you as a...
That nowadays, okay, I don't mind. I have my mobile. I'll be watching something in the media or I'll be watching some movies. I just cool up. Whether he wins also, I don't appreciate or be happy, too much happy in front of him. Or if he loses also, I don't show. Because initially I was used to get upset. I used to shout at him. I used to discuss why you did this move and ask if I am an expert or something. But nowadays I know that you have to accept the wins, you have to accept the losses. It is bound to happen. So I just keep quiet. But when he is lost, he is very upset. No? So previously used to get very upset and very difficult to cajole him. So something we had. Nowadays that part has been taken care of. He's very mature enough. I don't know how he developed that habit. He suddenly is mature enough to handle the defeats. So most of the time he is handling on his own, nothing much. But some painstaking losses, he needs help. And luckily, on most of the times, there we had support instantly on hand. In Reykjavik, after that, we had to travel. So forcefully, he had no time to grieve.
That loss with Prague.
Yeah, that loss. So he had literally had no time to grieve. We were traveling, so during the travel, he just forgot. Next day itself, there was no time to rest also. The next day itself, the tournament started, so he started. So that time we escaped. Here, I thought after Uzbekistan, when he came to the room, I could see he was clearly upset. So I just asked him, can you talk with the team to take rest tomorrow? Are you sure? Because morning round is starting. He didn't tell anything, and you won't believe, without any effort, it was Anand sir who took him. He just came and he refreshed and he had dinner, and from dinner Anand sir he took him, and was like 2 hours or something he was spending time with him. I don't know what was the discussion, so literally I couldn't tell anything. But when he came back, and he was as clear as any day, and he told, I'm playing tomorrow. I told, okay, fine. If you are sure, I don't have any issue. Did you inform the team? He told, no, I have already conveyed it to the team. I am playing. It's up to you. What you are going to do? You are going to prepare? No, I'm going to sleep. Okay. He didn't see the pairing. He didn't prepare.
He didn't know who he was playing.
No, he didn't know.
Wow.
So he just slept, and morning he got up and he told me to wake up before breakfast. So I just woke him. He had breakfast, went to the match.
I like to call Gukesh the chess monk. He's like a chess monk. Chess is the only thing. Rest all just not important.
Yeah, previously okay. There is a huge difference, a huge change in him. Previously one loss, he'll tilt in classical games. So the next games will be like very wavering. It won't be a good game or something like that. Something he'll struggle with that. Last 6 months I have been seeing he's not bothered about losses. And he's not bothered about wins also. He's not ecstatic also.
And he's also working on his fitness also. I think maybe that also helps.
That he has been doing from pandemic. He has been working out rigorously. So he has been doing that. Maybe that is helping or something or not. I don't know. But this mental approach towards losses and wins, I could see a huge change. I don't know who has done that. Not me, definitely not me. I am busy with my movies and my mobile. I don't know who changed that. Maybe my wife or Vishnu or Anand sir or someone else. I don't know. They have to claim who is that person who is changing that. I don't know about it. Not me.
You know, this interview is a lot like your chess journey. We are sitting here, it's a long one, it's been almost 40 minutes.
People are going to get pissed off to see long video.
No, and also the sun is coming on you. You are getting very tired,
sweaty.
I think sweaty. But you're still going on, and I mean, it's been amazing talking to you. I think it just shows what sort of a person you are. You make it look so easy, everything that is happening, but I know the amount of
Yeah, it's very difficult, but
yeah.
okay. Nothing comes easy in life, right? Okay, if you tell, okay, why you struggle so much, why you take this pain, put him in studies easily. You think studies is very easy? Now if we take 10th standard exam, I know my relatives, all those. If their kids come to 10th board exams or 12th board exams, they don't sleep at all. They are always worried about what percentage is going to get, what marks is going to get. If you are in chess, if you are in studies of any career, parents are supposed to be nervous and parents are supposed to be tense. It's part of life. You have to face it. You cannot run away. Nobody is going to have a smooth life, right?
Would you say that there is a dream of him becoming a world champion?
Everybody will dream. Even I dream of me becoming a world champion. What's the problem? So if I cannot become, let him become. I'll enjoy the success. It's okay. If not him, somebody else is going to become a world champion. If you ask, anybody will tell. I am a chess player. I want to become a world champion. But if anybody comes to know about it, they'll kill me. So what to do? Every player likes to be chosen. And he is serious about it. He wants to progress towards that. Let's see. If it happens, obviously I'll be happy. I will be delighted. Definitely I'll be delighted.
Well, thank you so much, Rajinikanth, for this interview. It has been an absolute pleasure. And I know it's very difficult to get an interview from you as well. So maybe
it's
next
like that,
time.
no? It's like some curfew on me. No? He has told not to talk during the tournaments to anyone because I cannot stop talking.
That's
because,
right.
that's the main reason.
I think the next interview, will happen when he becomes the world champion.
If it happens, okay, he will give a major treat.
I'm sure it will happen. Thank you so much.
And I would like to thank few people for this thing. Main thing is I have told about Microsense and Velamal School. Already they only started the chess life for him. And also till date they have been supporting. Whenever he achieves, they give some cash awards or they acknowledge, recognize everything. The moment he beat Caruana, the first message I received was from the correspondent of the Velamal, Mr. Velmohan. So he is constantly seeing. It's not only supporting and okay, finish off or something. He's been following every game and he has been appreciating. So the school has been very supportive. Microsense has been supportive. My family members, my hospital, where they are allowing me as if I can go, as if I can come anytime. So, thankful to so many people and Vishnu, Anand sir, family. So Arna ma'am has been very supportive last 6 months. So she initiates things. When we are dull, she initiates things. Going on good. So thanks for all the good people in our life.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.